Welcome to your favorite sports drama podcast, The Double Dose, the drama of sports. I'm Nathan, and every week, my co-host and girlfriend Rachel and I discuss all things in the sports drama universe.
Sprinkled in with pop culture, we cover topics from Bravo to Brady and everything in between. So keep listening to find out more. Cheers.
Welcome to the David Pasternak episode of your favorite sports drama podcast, Double Dose. I'm Nathan, and sitting over here to my right, can't talk tonight already, is Miss Rachel Rooney Eden. Rachel, how are you?
I think I need to restart the pod.
Why?
Welcome to your favorite sports drama podcast, The Double Dose, episode 88, the CeeDee Lamb episode of your favorite sports drama podcast.
I thought you were going to forget. I thought you were going to forget that I was going to chirp you.
I think I said Double Dose, the regular episode of Double Dose 5 times, but I'm Rachel Rooney. What do you say? Miss Rachel Rooney? I don't even know what you say. Am I drunk? I'm just drinking seltzer. I feel like somehow I am.
You drunk?
And sitting over to my left is Mr. Nathan. Mr. Nathan, how are you?
I'm great, thank you.
I would forget.
I thought you were going to forget.
My favorite athlete.
I thought you were going to forget.
Are you serious?
CeeDee Lamb is to you what Anthony Edwards is to Karin.
100%. If I had anyone on my squad, it'd be CeeDee Lamb first. And I wanted to wear a Cowboys shirt today for that. I don't have a CeeDee Lamb jersey.
Oh, big fan.
I don't have a CeeDee Lamb
Giant
jersey.
fan.
But I wore this today in for your honor.
I love that.
I wore the Tom Brady Michigan college jersey because Tom Brady retired his number with the Patriots this week in the Hall of Fame honored jersey event. I didn't watch, is safe to say. But I wore it for you. I wore it because I was like, I wanna.
I love you and I appreciate you for that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I could have been there. I just couldn't make it. My godfather had tickets and invited me. I just couldn't make it. We live in New York.
Yeah.
Sadness.
Yeah.
But it was tremendous. Jay-Z welcomed him out.
Yeah, it's sick. Allow me to reintroduce myself.
My name is Hove.
My name is T. Brady.
Oh.
I'm coming in to...
Throw a TD.
You're gonna retire my jersey.
They did retire his jersey number.
I know.
Which is wild. They haven't done that in over 25 years.
That's right.
Couldn't name anyone else they retired their jerseys for, like other retired numbers.
Yeah.
They didn't retire any while Belichick was there. Belichick was in attendance. He did speak.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You didn't tell me anything, of what happened.
I told you all of it, but you were just out with your girlie last night and came back. Just how you do. You and Katie, you guys go for some drinkies and never mix in some grub.
Yeah.
So it's not even like you guys go that hard. It's just like 2 margaritas and...
Okay, first of all, don't even tell me that me and Katie don't go that hard.
You guys don't go that hard.
Yes, we do.
You guys don't go that hard.
Yes, we do.
You guys just don't eat.
No, you know that we go hard. And don't try to disrespect us right now.
I don't think you guys go that hard.
I think that we do. Honestly,
Call him like I see him.
The first time that Katie and I ever went out drinking together, it is told, the tale is old as time, that we had 10 margaritas. And honestly, I remember being like, that was a doozy. 10 margaritas. So tell me we don't go that hard. Tell me, what's your record? 1?
I was too drunk to remember.
Yeah, exactly. So we do go that hard, but I just don't remember what you said to me. We talked about it last night?
Yeah, I told you all about it.
No, we didn't.
I told you all about it.
This is giving, honestly, when I was asking Janelle at the baby, after the baby shower, oh my God, how is Mexico? And she started laughing. She's like, we already talked all about it. And I was like, cool. For sure. I swear to God, it's I take one little bit of alcohol touches my tongue. All memory is gone. Gone. You could literally tell me anything and it'd be gone. You could tell me your deepest, darkest secret. If I was drunk, I'd remember. No, I'm just kidding. I would forget. But part of me would remember a vague memory of it, and I'd probably I'd probably think of something like crazy. Like, oh my God. I know these mics make you want to like sit up straight
Sit up
or something
straighter.
or like
I'm
put
going to have to tune it down a little bit. The things are getting a little high here.
tune it down. Oh, tune it down. Tune it up. Tuna fish. Do you feel like it's good? Yeah, who knows? Like
who
this
knows?
is a test process. And also, I know that we didn't mention it last week when Karin was on, and that's just
We had to act cool.
on us. Yeah, like our mics, our audio were so fucked up, and like it's honestly so hard to like even listen back to it because it's like my heart breaks because of the audio. But hopefully this week is like a lot better.
We got these new mics. They're sick. We just
Yeah.
have to. It's a testing out process.
Yeah,
The
trial period.
The trial period. So
So.
just bear with us.
Yeah, bear with us.
Bear with us.
Bear with us.
But yeah, I told you all about it. I didn't really honestly watch the entire thing.
Wait, no way! You actually told me all about it.
I told you about a lot of it.
Like what?
About who was there and how he spoke. Brady's speech was really good. His speech was really good. He talked about how like a lot of people ask him if he'll let his kids play football, and he was like, I don't know the answer to that question. Like that's up to them if they want to play football or not. But
Right.
like I would, just because like football is hard. And basically, like I'm not doing him justice, but he basically explains how like it teaches you a lot of life lessons, and he relates it back to life. Like he's like when you're like young or like even you're in high school and like you wake up for practice,
Yeah.
you wake up for 6 a.m. workouts. Like your neighbors, your other friends aren't waking up for 6 a.m. workouts. Like that's hard.
Right.
Then like if you're a smaller kid and like you're freaking hitting, like you start with pads and like you have a helmet on and like you guys start hitting and like you'll go home banged and bruised and sore. That's like one thing, but it's not easy. It's hard to wake up the next day and do it all over again and do it all over again and do it all over again. So he's just basically saying like the life lessons that football teaches you is very, very much worth it, he thinks.
Oh, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting that he said that in his speech.
I mean, he said it a lot more eloquently than I just said it.
No, but like interesting. He's like, people ask me if my kids are gonna play. Like,
No, he was just relating it to like how. Then he related it back to like his teammates. He's like, and like that's why I loved playing with all my teammates over the years because they embodied all the things. It's like determination, hard work, work ethic, teamwork. That goes on a list of all the things that like it needs to you need to have a great football team.
interesting.
Yeah, it's tremendous.
I like that. I would listen back to the speech.
Yeah,
The speech with you. I would.
perfect. They also said they were gonna build him a 12-foot statue.
Oh my God.
I would
Better
say-
than is it Allen Iverson? Who's the statue outside of
Allen Iverson.
I mean, over here with the sports knowledge, it's
Yeah.
hard. It's hard. It's
Where
hard
did they
to be
build the
this smart.
statue? Where did they build the Allen Iverson statue?
They built it outside the stadium, and it's like 3 feet tall,
Yeah, but what
right?
city?
Or like
What city? What city?
Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson.
White Iverson?
Yeah. I'm trying to think of Iverson. Is like Philadelphia?
Ding,
No
ding,
way.
Ding, 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 ding.
No way. Are you serious?
Yeah, you got it right.
Oh my God! Like, what do I get? This is amazing. I got nothing.
I give you a gold pen.
Oh yeah, I better get that gold pen. I'm disgusting. Anyway, how are you feeling? Like here you are with all of your money where your mouth was, and Celtics currently in this moment in time 3 wins out of 3. They need one more in order to win the finals, the basketball, the end all be all of
Listen.
the 2024 season.
This
2023
Celtics team,
season?
this Celtics team is tremendous, and they have single-handedly gotten me back into basketball the last couple of years, right? And it's just so satisfying. Not only to just have the first Boston team win a championship since Brady, but like it's just so satisfying how they're doing it and how they still face so much hate. I don't understand why this team faces so much hate through the media, through
When you're too good, they gotta hate on you.
no, but like the Denver Nuggets were good last year and everybody loved them. It's just like I don't understand why everybody hates Tatum, why everybody hates Jaylen Brown, why everybody tries to separate the two of them. Like one of the first storylines at the beginning of the series was Jason Kidd, the head coach for the Mavericks,
Yeah.
and his one of his press conferences, he was basically just like, Jaylen Brown's the Celtics' best player. And so then the media took that back to the Celtics, and they asked all the players from Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Al Horford, Derek White, Drew Holiday. They asked them all, like, what do you think about, do you agree with Jason Kidd's statement about, like, Jaylen Brown being the best player over Jason Tatum? And it's just like...
He didn't say that.
He did. That's exactly what he said.
He said over Jason Tatum?
No, that's exactly what he was saying. He literally said in his press conference, like, Jaylen Brown is the Celtics' best player, insinuating that he's better than Jason Tatum.
But he didn't say that he was better than Jason Tatum. That's why I feel like people filled in the lines. Like, you don't have to. It's like going into to a thing like, oh, like, Tom Brady's the best quarterback. Like, no, it's like saying, you know what's like saying? It's like, who's the two hockey guys? Olmark and Swayman. Like, oh, Swayman's the best hockey player on your team. And then it's like, oh, like, how do you feel knowing that so-and-so saying that Swayman's the best hockey player, not Olmark, sorry.
No, but that's exactly what Jason Kidd was saying. He's saying that he said Jaylen Brown's the Celtics' best player.
Right.
He's the best player on the Celtics.
Right, so why were they framing it, though, like, not Jason Tatum? Like, why can't they just have it be a good thing?
Right, because they were back to my original point, is that the media is trying to separate them. The media loves the idea of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown not liking each other. And that was exactly what Jason Kidd's
intention?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
That's exactly what Jason Kidd's intention was.
Yeah.
Like that's even what the Celtics, like, when they were asked that in each one of their press conferences, especially Al Horford. Al Horford had the best response. He literally started bursting out laughing. And then he was like, oh, I see what Jason Kidd's doing. Like, he's just fucking around. Like, don't listen to him.
I love Al Horford,
like,
I have to say.
Because, like, the mind games are a huge part of it.
Got it. Okay.
It's exactly what Karin was talking about last week when, like, Luka was talking shit to Anthony Edwards.
Right.
Like, he's trying to get into his head. There's mind games being played. And the teams even play it through the media. Another interesting mind game that Boston is winning is the fans of Boston against Kyrie Irving. Okay, Kyrie Irving, just for background, we didn't get into it too much last week. We couldn't really get into the NBA Finals preview because we were interviewing a legend.
Yeah, sorry, we were just interviewing a legend.
Right, so forgive us. But just to take a step backwards, Kyrie Irving is probably... I hate Kyrie Irving more than I've ever hated any athlete in the world.
Okay.
More than I've hated Peyton Manning.
Don't be ridiculous.
More than I hate Lionel Messi. More than I hate Derek Jeter. More than I hate
Derek
Roger
Jeter?
Cleaver. Back in the heyday. I don't hate Derek Jeter anymore. But, like,
you don't hate Derek Jeter.
Not anymore, but when I was a kid, it was Red Sox Yankees, and they're playing each other every year in the playoffs. I did not like Derek Jeter.
Yeah, you don't like Derek Jeter because he was the greatest of all time.
He's not the greatest of all time.
GOAT.
Okay. You're wearing the GOAT. I'm wearing the other GOAT. But back on point. Kyrie Irving.
If I had a Yankees situation, I'd be wearing it.
Don't have Cowboys. Don't have a Yankee.
Yeah, because you haven't bought me any. That's what it is.
True. But back to Kyrie Irving. He's single-handedly, like, the reason why I stopped watching basketball for a period of time. Because he was, like, the Celtics superstar, and I hated him. I hated everything he stood for.
Got it.
So, even, like, for example, Game 1 and Game 2. After Game 1, for example.
Yeah.
He said that he thought the stadium was going to be louder. The fans weren't loud enough. But, like, dude, you had 12 points. Like, you shot 28.
He hasn't been, like, shooting well, right? Like, or whatever.
Game 3, once he left Boston, once they got back to Dallas, like, for Game 3, he played extremely well.
Still not good enough.
Still not good enough, but obviously Boston was in your head.
Right.
You're saying that they're not, but they were.
Right.
So,
but that's just a tactic
so,
that he's using, obviously, to say, like, oh, they're not in my head. They are.
They are in your head, exactly.
Right.
In Game 2, he actually turned, like, so in Game 2, he went to the crowd at some point and was just like, I can't hear you, like, get louder then, because he said in the press conference, like, they weren't loud enough, so, like, he was trying to egg them on and, like, be like, get louder, and then, like, Celtics went on a run, they got a big lead.
Yeah, like, it's weird, like,
right.
Get louder, they beat you.
Right. Well, in the middle of the game, like, one of the fans sitting, like, actually right next to Portnoy on courtside was like, is that loud enough for you? And he turned around as if like this guy said like a racist comment or something. He's like, what are you talking about? And the guy's like, is that loud enough for you? And like security had a comment. It was like a scene.
Oh my God.
And it's
so
like,
dumb.
dude, all he did was like, you said get louder. The guy's like,
is that loud enough?
Right.
Whatever.
Right.
I just have to say, like, I do hate Kyrie Irving's shoes. Like, the shoes with the fringe. Like, first of all, with the Navy uniform, and then you're out here wearing like brown, like, and yellow. It just doesn't. It doesn't go
he's
like
a clown
at all. Like, it's clashing, and it's a clashing clown, and you need to sit down.
It's funny you say that because Portnoy was wearing a Kyrie clown T-shirt, front row.
No
courtside.
way. I'm out here like literally. I think what is it like speaking things into existence after the fact. So I'm speaking the past into reality.
Right.
So maybe it's like I'm intuitive. Maybe I just know things.
Right.
So, but I'm intuitive in the fact that I know that the Celtics are going to win. They're going to be the finals champions.
Number 18, baby.
Number 18. And I love it.
We're not going to celebrate until it's won.
Yeah, we
until
can't
it's captured.
clap.
But I'm excited. It's going to be your first experience watching the duck boats go down the street. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I won't like see the duck boats though.
We'll watch it.
Oh, okay. We'll watch it. Okay. Well, so if they win, say that they play on Saturday and they win on Saturday and the finals are over, when do the duck boats, when does the parade happen in Boston?
It'll probably happen Monday or Tuesday.
Damn, that's nice.
Yeah.
But then, so if they don't win on Saturday, when's the next
Friday,
time they
though.
play?
I think they play Friday.
Oh, they play Friday?
I believe so.
Yeah, check. And while he's checking if they play on Friday or Saturday, I'll sing you guys a little tune. I'm waiting for the Celtics.
Friday.
Okay. Hey,
Friday, 8:30.
tune too short.
Stay tuned for the tune.
Stay tuned for the tunes. So if they win tomorrow, what happens? What happened?
What happens tomorrow?
Like, when do they play again? Like, when do the duck boats come? I'm sorry.
Probably Monday or Tuesday still.
Oh, okay.
They definitely do it during the week.
Yeah.
Rather than a weekend.
Yeah.
The weekend.
Why did you say it like that?
Because there's a guy at the Comedy Cellar that like has a joke that he says it like that.
That says what?
He's like.
You sound like Christopher Walken.
The weekend.
Yeah, I don't. Who are you talking about?
The guy.
Okay.
The guy at the Comedy Cellar.
I have no idea who you're talking about. No lie. Can't even lie that me and Katie did go out. I did wear this jersey because obviously like I'm like such a cool girl now wearing my man's jersey on my back. And I went out. We're sitting front row, of course, because we're two hotties that got put in the front. We like barely even got talked to, which is like kind of annoying. Like there's no point of sitting in the front and not getting like picked on where it's like, obviously we're too pretty for you guys. You know what I mean? Like obviously we're just too good. Also, there was like some bozo in a tie down the lane from us, and he was ordering oysters on the last set, like fucking freak. But anywho, one of the guys came up. Obviously, it was like, "Oh, like is your jersey a Drew Henson jersey?" And I said, "No, it's Tom Brady." And he was like, "Oh, I know that." Like I'm like, "Okay, well, like you asked," but like obviously it was like a joke, but like. To me, not a funny one. No one knows who that is. I came home, I'm like, who is it? Like, I thought he was talking about Drew Bledsoe. He's out here saying Drew Henson's the same guy who played for Michigan quarterback. Who cares about Michigan quarterback? When did he play? 1990 whatever?
Same time that Brady was there.
Which was when? 1990 whatever?
Yeah, late 90s.
Yeah, like, who cares? I don't.
Right.
I'm out here, I just look cute. Don't talk to me.
Drew Henson also played for the Yankees.
What?
Yes.
What do you mean?
It's another discussion we had last night when we got home. I explained it all to you.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, that's why Drew Henson was such a big like deal because he was a professional baseball player that went back to college to play quarterback, and like he tried to get in Brady's way. And
wow, the more you know. The more you know.
Back to the Celtics. What did you think about this? What have you been thinking about the Celtics?
I love the Celtics, and I think because I've been watching this round, they've been winning. This is the first time I've ever been able to watch a game and have the team that you want win. I swear to God, I'm your bad luck charm for everything else, and if I'm not there next to you, they don't win. Like, when I came back, they were in a deficit, right? They weren't winning when I wasn't here, and then I came back last night. Oh, lo and behold, they go on a streak. They're 90-70 when I came back. They were 60-70 when I walked in the door.
It's all you.
So basically, I carried the team. So you're welcome. You should have been out here on a thank you is what you should have been saying to me. You're welcome. Carried the team on my back. So how are you feeling? Happy?
I'm
Go
happy.
lucky?
I'm happy. I'm ready for it to be done. I'm ready
too.
for them to raise that trophy up.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy because Boston hasn't done it. And we were doing it every year for a while, and now we're back on top. We're about to be back on top.
Yeah, that's right.
And
that's why you wore that hat.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're about to win.
No, and I love the hat. I do.
Just not with the shirt.
Yeah.
I don't care. I got some green in my shirt.
Yeah, right. Oh, okay. Yeah, right. I see where you pulled from.
Okay, Miss Black with Navy.
Okay, do not come for me. This is our freaking thing, and I wore this for you. Okay, do not. All right, this is our hat. I'll wear this hat with freaking navy all day long. I'll wear this hat with brown all day long if I wanted to. I'll wear this hat nude if I wanted to.
But why are you even coming at my color choices? Why are we talking negativity here? We're talking championships.
No, I know.
We're talking goats.
Yeah, no, we're all goats here.
Right. Why are we even talking negativity?
Totally.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Right. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to come at you so negative. I was just very curious where your head went.
No, I understand.
So.
The one more note about the Celtics, other than the fact that everyone hates them. Side note, one more thing about them, people hating them, and then the final note that I was gonna say is that even at work, my man Dylan, okay?
Oh no,
We're
he hates them?
Huh? Yeah, he's talking shit about how bad Tatum is and how easy their path is. And I'm like, dude, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that Tatum didn't score a lot of points game 1 and game 2. They still won the games.
Wait, when people say that it's so easy, I'm sorry, they still have to play the game. They still have to beat these teams that are so hard.
NBA.
So if the teams are not hard, I don't. So what are you rooting for then?
For example.
Oh, so it's so easy. Oh, because they're that good. It doesn't make any sense.
Thank you. They're
what's
that
your
much
argument?
They're that much better than the competition.
Oh, it's easy. They still have to play in the NBA. They still have to win the finals. They still have to play a seven game
they didn't have
series.
they didn't have to get through Anthony Edwards and the Timberwolves. Well, Anthony Edwards and the Timberwolves got
Lost
smoked to the Mavs.
To the Mavericks.
They didn't have to beat LeBron James and the Lakers. The Lakers lost to the Mavericks.
Right. So if the Mavericks are the best team, that's who they're playing.
Right.
So it doesn't make any sense.
Not to mention, before the finals, everyone from Stephen A. Smith to Shaq to everyone else on TV on ESPN, Charles Barkley, all these dudes, they picked the Mavs to still win this series. So now that the Celtics are dominating, it's easy again for them.
Right.
No one thought everyone said they were going to lose.
Right. So
fuck you.
Oh yeah.
Love you, Dylan, but stop being a hater.
Yeah.
And the other thing I was going to say was that Kristaps Porzingis, he came in, dominated game 1.
Guy's too tall.
Played very well in game 2, but got sustained another injury in game 2.
Because he's too tall.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with him.
People like that are too tall, they're just going to get injured left, right, and center. Their bones are too brittle.
Right.
They're just too, a little gust of wind and they're over.
See ya.
Yeah, literally.
They also sold out the Boston Garden while they were playing in Dallas for a viewing party.
That's cool.
The same night as the Brady...
Foxborough?
The Brady retirement. So they sold out Foxborough and the Garden the same night.
Cool.
We already touched on it. Brady thing was next on my list.
Brady retirement.
They retired his number. He's in the Hall of Fame. He's got his red Patriots jacket. Everybody was in attendance, from Edelman to Gronk to Bledsoe to Richard Seymour to Ty Law to Danny Amendola to Randy Moss to Bill Belichick to Drew Bledsoe to Dante Scarnecchia to Josh McDaniels.
Go down the list. Josh McDaniels, the Dolphins head coach?
No. That's Mike McDaniel.
Oh. My mind was in the right spot.
Yeah. Your mind was good. Your mind was good. Yeah.
Clear.
Sharp.
Yeah.
Sharp. Everybody was there. It was like, I'd be lying if I told you I didn't cry watching that.
I'd be lying if you told me that if you didn't cry, believing you that you didn't cry.
Right.
So that's good that you cried, because I feel like it's an emotional thing, and your man, the GOAT, retired. So he's back in his barn.
Right.
See ya. Have fun and grazing it out.
Another person crying is Miss Caitlin Clark. Yes, we're bringing her up again.
Why?
because they did not select her for the USA basketball team for the Olympics.
Oh, yes.
Not only did they not select her for the main team, like the 5-on-5 team, they didn't select her for the 3-on-3 team that even Brink got selected for.
Yeah, why?
I don't know why. Like, now I'm becoming a fan of Caitlin Clark.
Welcome. It's nice to have you here. Welcome in.
But because she's
Water's fine.
She's the number one like poker chip that women's basketball has had for such a long time.
It's weird.
Like, it's not, and it's also not weird for like rookie WNBA players to make it on the team. Like, in 2000, and we'll go all the way back to 1996. Rebecca Lobo made the team. 2004, Diana Taurasi made it as a rookie. 2008, Candace Parker made it as a rookie. 2016, Breanna Stewart made it as a rookie. Like, they're all selected to be like as rookies, and like they were embraced by like the women's basketball culture. But why are they fighting this girl so much?
I know. I just don't understand. It's like you have a good thing here. Why are you fumbling the ball?
Right.
Fumbling the bag.
Seriously though.
No, I'm with you. That's why I don't understand. Like, she gets so much hate for no fucking reason. I don't get it. But it's like, and then they choose Cameron Brink, where it's like, huh? Like, she's just as, obviously she's a good top 3 like choice or whatever. But it's like, why wouldn't you select the number 1 then? Like, if we're going for number 1, why wouldn't you select number 1? Like, if you're trying to go for the best, why wouldn't you select the best?
Why couldn't you? Yeah, why not have?
Why?
Porque no los dos.
Right. Why not have both? For real.
It's just so weird. It's just so weird. I've never seen it anywhere in any sport where like they have this phenom coming up, and like the league, this is like the society, even like USA basketball, like just like
it is bizarre.
Want nothing to do with her.
Yeah, it's weird.
And she's doing nothing but lift it up. It's crazy. It's nuts. Another thing going on right now is the U.S. Open for golf taking place at Pinehurst.
And not a big deal. You have a big announcement about that, right?
Tiger Woods shot the same shot as me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching today. Not a big deal. Well, let me preface everything I'm going to explain by I'm not an idiot when it comes to, yes, I'm bad at golf, but I'm not an idiot. I understand that the golf course is playing way more difficult than when I played it 3 weeks ago, okay?
I heard you were saying it's just as difficult.
It's just as difficult, okay? Yeah. At least that's what I'm telling me in my head when I'm watching it, because it's so satisfying when I see Tiger Woods on the same hole as me, on the same par 3, number 9, hit a shot, okay? And he lands it on the same part of the green, and the ball, you think the ball is going to stay on the green, and it just rolls down the hill, back, all the way back. It's so satisfying. It's so satisfying when you see players like Scottie Scheffler, the best in the world, hit a tee shot into the sand on the right, the waist bunker, leaning against one of those freaking little freaking bushes, okay? And then he's trying to hit his second shot, and he just can't get good contact, and the ball just rolls across the fairway to the other sand, okay? And then he hits the ball again, and it ends up in the sand by the green. It's just so satisfying.
Enter Sandman.
That's how I got my nickname.
Exactly.
But you guys are not taking my nickname.
Right. You got to keep it.
I got to keep it. But it's just so nice.
Right.
It's also just so weird to like
look at it on the screen knowing you played it like literally 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But you would described it as like you held a because obviously these are conversations that happen in the Double Dose studios on the day-to-day. Mr. Nate, was like, the greens are
crowned greens.
Yes. Not collared, but crowned.
Yes.
So that he held a bowl and flipped the bowl upside down. So like the base of the bowl. He has been up and down this whole episode. So the base of the bowl is basically the green where like the putting green is, where the flag is, where the hole is.
Right.
And then the sides of the bowl, so like the part that's like dripping down, are where the greens like also are, but you can't really tell. And that if you hit the ball on the base of it, if you hit it enough, like just in the corner, it'll just roll down. So it's very hard to
hold the green.
So
they call it false fronts, like sides and back. So like the green looks much bigger than it is. Okay, so let's say the hole is in the middle of the bowl here, okay? Flat area. You need to not even land the ball in that flat area. You need to get it to stop in that flat area. Because if you hit it too short, it'll roll right back to the front. If you hit it in the middle and hit it a little bit too hard, it's going to take 2 hops and roll in the back. So you have to be very precise with your shots. And the greens are rolling a lot faster than when I played it. So it's much more difficult for them to do, but we're having the same difficulty. So I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, I feel like we're in science class with like the demonstration.
But like that's what they want. So like that's what makes the U.S. Open different from every other golf course. I mean, every other golf tournament. They change the golf course every year of where the U.S. Open is.
Yeah.
But their goal is to make whatever golf course it is as difficult as possible. Because they don't want the players to play well. They want them to struggle, and they want it to be like a battle.
They're so weird. Like just be nice.
But I disagree with you because it's like they're so good. The players are so good that like why not make it as challenging as possible for them?
Yeah, sure. Like level advanced hard, but like just like chill out. Sometimes it's just that hard. Like let them have a fun U.S. Open. You know?
No.
Oh, okay. No. Well, is Rory McIlroy there?
He is. He's tied for first place.
No way.
He's tied for first place after day one.
Thank God. Isn't that like his whole thing that he hasn't won a major in how long?
Like years, like over.
And he called back on his divorce he called off his divorce with his wife. So he announced that they were getting divorced, and now they're trying to reconcile.
Yep. They announced they were getting divorced the week of the previous major, the PGA Championship. They announced they were getting a divorce.
Yeah.
Okay, that was last month.
Right.
Fast forward to this major. I don't know what it has to do. He gets very emotional and in his feels about the majors.
I think so.
Yeah.
He has to.
Yeah, and they called off the divorce, said they settled their differences, and they called the court and they said, "Yo, no more, no
seems
mas."
like, yeah, but like, and now it's like only gonna be worse. I feel like if they ever try to get divorced again, they're gonna be like, "Do you really want this?" Like they may not even approve it.
I don't know how that works. I'm not a lawyer.
Me either, but apparently that's what Dave Portnoy says as to why him and whatever her face is are actually like not divorced.
Renee?
Yeah.
No, he says it because like the money situation.
Yeah, and that the judge was basically like, no, like I'm not.
Because like the agreement doesn't make sense for his ex-wife to agree to or for him to agree to because like they still want like her to have access to his bank account so like she can just spend like she doesn't spend like crazy. She doesn't want the money. She just like they have a good thing going. I really don't understand their finances and how that works.
No, but like what if Rory is the same way? Like what if now the next time that he tries to bring his divorce to the court, that's what they're gonna say.
Let's hope that they don't want to get divorced.
It's
Once
just,
again,
like,
why
so
are we talking about negativity? Let's be positive that they're reconciling.
I'm with you, sister. But like, it's just so crazy to me. Like, never once would I be like, we're calling off a marriage, we're getting divorced, and it's like we're back on. Like, it's like giving high school relationship. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's giving literally high school. Like, we're going into class, like it's over or whatever, and then after lunch, like we're back together. Right. Divorce is crazy though. Like, divorce is the real deal. Like, divorce is the true breakup.
Right.
It's the final.
Well, I'll tell you.
It's on paper.
I'll tell you. I agree with you. I'll tell you what. I think that.
Like what?
I don't know Rory personally. I don't know much about the guy, but I do think like he does carry a lot of stress with golf, with the PGA versus LIV, with the not winning majors, and I think that whether he wins the U.S. Open or not this year, honestly, I'm kind of pulling for him just so he can like get that monkey off his back, because he's had a lot of pressure and dealt with like a lot of adversity in the past like 12, 15 years, but like. He needs to just step away from the game. Like,
oh, here we go. Step away from the girl or step away from the game. That's what it is.
Did you see, in other news, did you see Scottie Scheffler's new fade? Goes to jail one time, comes out with a fade.
No.
He's all faded up.
I don't understand boys' haircuts at all. Like, you always tell me, like, this is a fade, this is whatever. Like, boys' haircuts make no sense to me, like, at all. Like, I don't get the fade or the... What? Give me something else. I literally don't remember what they are.
Mushroom cut.
Mushroom cut. I think I know.
Mullet.
It's like, yeah, okay, like, but I'm saying when you're like close to the head.
Lineup.
Yeah. Like, I don't know the difference between that, a fade, and, like, I don't know. Like, when you're like, give me a 2 on the side. Like, I know it's, like, the number, but, like,
So you know.
I wouldn't know, like,
Why
what
not
it looks
give
like.
yourself some credit? You know it.
No, but, like, that fade, like, I don't know. Like, I would never be like,
The hair
he definitely got
fades.
that in jail. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I would never be like, that's a jail haircut. Like, a jail cut's like a buzz cut.
Yeah, it's not actually a jail haircut. It's just like it's a swaggy look. So he's like,
Why is that swaggy?
he has a fade. He has a cool fade.
Like an ombre effect. Like
yeah,
a balayage.
exactly. Like, he's feeling himself.
That's, like, so funny. Like, I guess, like, a guy's highlight is, like, a fade. I don't know.
Guys can get highlights too.
Yeah. You and your frosted tips are a lot different, okay? Like, it's a lot different. That's pure swag. But,
Some people say it might be coming back, the frosted tips.
yeah, who some people, and when have you talked to them about this? Yeah, you yourself and you in the bathroom mirror, I don't know if I really trust it. I don't know if I trust it. If it's the same
thing
mirror
is-
that you looked at this with this outfit in.
Honestly, you're not wrong. Me, when I look in the bathroom mirror, who knows what I'm going to be walking out
Oh,
looking
same.
like.
But it's like, I come out shoulders back. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Oh,
Like,
me too.
Head high, shoulders back. Don't give a fuck. And sometimes I look back like, what the fuck was I thinking?
I had this
Why did I wear that?
I had this conversation with Ty yesterday. Like, whenever you, like, create, not you, but, like, anyone. Like, for example, when I walked out of the bathroom, my mustache for, like, however long, like, I thought that was the best look. Now the mustache is gone, growing out my hair a little bit. That's a better look.
Yeah, I like
like-
the mustache though.
I know,
It's like
I'm
fun
not-
little trends.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever trend you're into at that
Right,
moment,
right,
it's funny
right.
how, like, your brain convinces you that it's
Right.
the right look at that point in time.
Oh, I know. When I decided to chop my hair to a bob, I was looking at myself like, oh, maybe this looks decent. And now I look back like, what type of horrific event was I going through? It was so awful. Like, I couldn't even imagine. But, like, I'm with you. Or, like, when I would wear, like, mini skirts and Uggs, oh, my God. So bad. It's so bad. The Juicy Couture, like, I'll never get over, though. Like, when I wore, like, a Juicy Couture sweatsuit, like, those are the looks that will be timeless.
Do you know what I wish I kept?
What?
My Ed Hardy, like, studded shirts.
I have an Ed Hardy studded zip up in there. So, you might need to break that out. Samantha gave
I had
it
an
to
Ed
me.
Hardy Brazilian, like, zip up.
No way.
Swag.
Why did you get rid of that?
I think I might still have it at my
That's
mom's.
an artifact. Like, it's like a true artifact.
Yes.
Needs to be put into a museum.
Yeah.
A museum.
It would look good with this hat.
Oh, I'm sure. I feel like that you're using that hat as a basic, and it's interesting to me. But other than that, are you ready to get into our double D's threes this week?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Do you want to start us off, or do you want me to?
You do it. Ladies first.
Ladies first, and this week I didn't know what to do with my double D's threes, so we're bringing back an oldie but a goodie on Today in History. So today in history on June 13th, 1381 was the Peasants' Revolt in England. This was an uprising in England of the peasants. I don't understand. I just thought that the name of it was so funny. Like, the Peasants' Revolt. Like, that is so wild. Like, because it's like they rule in is it a monarchy?
Yeah.
They rule in a monarchy, so there literally is peasants. And, like, I love that. And we move on to today in history, June 13th, 1983.
Ooh.
Was the Pioneer 10 leaves the solar system to become the first man-made object to leave our solar system to interstellar space.
Whoa.
Which is so crazy. Like, this thing is just floating out in space,
See
like
ya.
in the middle of fucking nowhere. This thing
Wow.
went. This thing left our major planet solar system and just went interstellar, intergalactic, maybe at this point.
Right.
So I wonder what, like, honestly, like, it's so crazy, and people say that you cannot conceptualize. Yeah, what's up?
Exactly where you're going on. How do you know when it leaves our solar system? Is
Well,
it when it
there's,
gets
like,
past when it gets past the last planet?
Yeah,
Okay.
like the last, like, well, also like yeah, like that's like our direct solar system.
Oh, whatever was revolving around our sun is our solar system.
Yeah, so,
Milky
like,
Way.
Yeah.
Not
Well, that's a
Snickers.
galaxy. The Milky Way is the galaxy that we're in.
Okay.
So there's not only is there solar systems, okay? There's also galaxies.
Okay.
So in our solar it's just like, this is like my nerd science lesson here. So there's our solar system, right? A solar is our sun system. This is our sun system. This is just our sun. Every star is the sun. Or like every
What if we had a daughter?
Star, whatever. Oh, stop it. But so all of those like make up our galaxy, the Milky Way galaxy, all of these stars that form in this big orb, right? But in intergalactic space, there is more galaxies than just that. So it's unfathomable to the human brain how big space is. It all is, because you literally cannot conceptualize it. It's endless. It's forever. It's just fucking black.
Wild.
Isn't that fucking crazy? Or we're just inside like a snowflake, like in the Grinch or whatever. And yeah. And on this day in history, June 13th, 1994, last but not least, gonna wrap it up to the drama of sports. O.J. Simpson was arrested for the murder of his wife, Nicole, and the partner.
Yep.
So I was like, oh, O.J. Simpson. Like, I was meant to find this today.
Absolutely.
And yeah, that was my double D's threes.
Lovely.
Yeah.
The thing I was writing down is when you were describing space is Neil deGrasse Tyson was one of like the presenters for one of the Brady things that I forgot to mention.
No way. This guy just like shows up to random things. Yeah. I love him. Mm-hmm. He's obviously a genius.
Because like he was like relating it to space. He was relating how great Brady's accomplishment is to like space. It was tremendous.
I love that.
Speaking of which, back on the Brady topic, I was struggling finding a double D's threes this week as well. So we're gonna go back in time, not as far back as you did, just a couple of
no Peasants Revolt.
Back to last night, Wednesday. To the three things I had to watch at the same time. It was chaotic. My screens were chaotic. 7 o'clock kickoff. We had Brazil versus the United States in soccer. Tune-up game for Copa America, okay? I love Brazil, obviously. I love Brazilian soccer. The United States team, they struggled over the weekend, but, like, they're trending in the right direction. So, like, let's see where the United States measures against Brazil. Let's see how dominant Brazil is. Brazil still a dominant world power? We'll see. It was a tremendous game. Brazil disappointed. USA played tremendous. It was a 1-1 game, but it was full of action. It was amazing. Christian Pulisic was one of the best players on the field. He plays for the United States. And he, like, proved, I think, in that game. Obviously, we'll see more throughout the Copa America tournament, but he proved in that game that he belongs with, like, the top talent in the world, which I think, even though I'm a Brazilian fan, and I want the United States to do well, it's very cool to see an American soccer player, like,
be that good
against, like, the highest of competition. It's very cool to watch.
Amazing.
Also, we had the Brady retirement.
Right.
The Brady Hall of Fame induction ceremony. So I had to watch as much as that. That was kind of easier to tune off at certain points in time.
Yeah.
They just got into, like, a lot of, like, weird stuff. Not weird stuff, just, like, I don't need to see him talking on stage with, like, Brian Hoyer, who was a backup quarterback for a long time. Like,
okay.
And, like, Matt Castle, who was, like, the guy that came in for him that year that he got hurt. Like, that, like, it was easy to turn off at that time, but, like, everything, I still needed to prioritize it.
Right. At some point.
In certain points in time. And then, obviously, Game 3 of the NBA Finals started at 8:30. So that's the one thing I had to watch from beginning to end. I couldn't miss a minute.
Right.
I couldn't miss a second.
Right.
So, like, that was on the TV. Unless it was halftime, then I could put something else on the TV. But, like,
Christ, you were like the remote control king.
At one point,
like, doo, doo, doo.
At one point, I had your laptop up, my laptop up, and the game on the TV.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
It's like,
I love it. That's really funny.
But those are the three things that I had. Like, that's one of those nights in sports where you need to be fucking dialed in.
Right. Dial it up. Dial
it
it back. Don't dial it back. Dial it up.
Exactly.
It's time. Oh, that was a bad one.
It's time.
It's time to get into our sick puppy and interesting cat of the week.
Sick puppy is actually like a really bad human being.
Oh.
His name's Xavier Howard. We've talked about him before. He plays for the Miami Dolphins, and he's one of those dudes that like impregnated a bunch of women and all that good stuff. But he's a bad dude. One of the women he impregnated refused to get an abortion. So as revenge, he sent nudes of her to her son. Like her middle school aged son.
What a sicko.
Mm-hmm. Sick.
That is like so
Disgusting.
beyond gross.
And I
like,
almost didn't want to like
even think of
I honestly
that.
like almost didn't want to freaking like talk about it, but like it's so gross and so sick and such like this guy like no one should be wearing his jersey. He should not be like
Ew.
He needs to be like out of the NFL.
Yeah,
You
goodbye.
do not do that.
Well, that's revenge. Like that's revenge porn or whatever. Like you can't. He's probably gonna get in trouble for that.
I hope so.
You can get fined for that. I mean, that's what Rachel from Vanderpump Rules is suing Ariana and Tom for, literally like revenge porn. It's called like it's not like allowed. Like you can go to get fines for it. I don't know if you can go to jail, but you can definitely get like heavy fines
Well,
for
he should
it.
lose his job. And
He should lose his job. What a weirdo! Like what a sicko.
Right. It's not the
Freak.
kid's fault. Weirdo.
Freak.
Interesting cat is Deshaun Watson.
I'm over this guy.
He was on a podcast last week, and he was asked to name the top 4 pressure athletes of all time. The top 4 best athletes under pressure of all time.
Okay, did he put himself in there?
Not only did he put himself on the list,
Of course.
he put himself number 1.
Yeah, but like obviously.
Over freaking, he put himself number 1, Brady number 2, LeBron James number 3, and Tiger Woods number 4.
That's very funny. I love that. I love his top 3.
He's won 1 playoff game.
No, I love
He's
it.
never won a
Yeah,
championship.
but that's why these guys think that they're the best, because that's like truly their mentality, that they are the greatest. Like they literally think that they're the greatest.
You have to, but like,
I like that he put himself up there with Tiger, LeBron, and Tom.
ever heard of Michael Jordan?
Yeah, I know. Like why did he put Michael Jordan up there? Poor
Because-
Michael Jordan.
He thinks he's better than Michael Jordan.
He's a better pressure
Thinks he-
performer than Michael Jordan.
Is he better pressure? He's not even top 4 pressure performer in the NFL right now.
He's not even top 4 freshman performer like on his team, probably.
Right. The only way he knows how to perform is if he's on a freaking massage chair.
Ew. Too soon.
We'll move on.
Too good. Things you may have missed. Let's get into it.
So some of these things were from last week we just didn't get to mention. So they may be old news to some, but we're going to go over them anyways. This one is not. Today, Trevor Lawrence signed a 5-year, $275 million extension with $200 million guaranteed. That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
Next up, we have Minnesota Vikings star receiver Justin Jefferson, who agreed to a contract extension as well, worth 4 years, $140 million, $110 million guaranteed.
They're throwing money at these guys.
This makes him the highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history.
Justin Jefferson's good though, right?
Yeah, he's the best receiver in
I
all
know
time.
his name, so.
Dan Hurley was offered a giant contract to leave UConn as a men's basketball head coach.
Yeah.
To go to LA, become the LA Lakers head coach. I think he was offered like 5 years, $70 million. He said, no, thank you, Lakers. I'm going back to UConn.
I mean, crazy move, though. I feel like it's crazy because you're like, if he had the opportunity to coach LeBron, like, it is crazy.
But
that
he had a good
chose,
point.
like, UConn over
There's
LeBron.
only been one men's college basketball coach, John Wooden, to win 3 championships in a row. And so he has the opportunity to do that.
These guys and their fucking ego. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God, I gotta have the record. Like, that's why he's saying, you know, like.
That, but also, like, for example, like, they have this dude, Caravan. He's going to be a junior. He's actually from Massachusetts.
Okay.
He entered the NBA draft and then revoked his status for the NBA draft and is going back to UConn to do the same. So, like, he had players that, like, are putting their dreams on hold to also chase after, and, like, he was part of convincing them to do so.
Oh, so he feels like it's unfair
Yes,
or whatever?
that's another part of the reason. Like, he convinced these dudes to stay.
Yeah, so he did right by them. So
Yes.
that means he's a good coach.
Yes.
But it's also, like, crazy. It's, like, I would always think that, like, the Lakers over the college, but I don't know.
I'm sure he's making
I'm learning about college basketball. That's huge, so.
He's also probably making plenty of money. Like, money's not an option. I mean, money's not a worry.
A worry.
Joey Chestnut is banned from Nathan's hot dog eating contest taking place on the 4th of July, he's won like
Countless.
So many straight.
Yeah, but like what? Because
he came up with an endorsement deal with Impossible Foods.
But like I don't understand like why he can't compete still. Like so he has an endorsement with them. He can't compete in Nathan's hot dog. It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, because Nathan's hot dog sees him as a competitor. Yeah, it makes no sense. It makes no sense.
You're not allowed to compete if you're endorsed by them. Like
Right.
So we can't get money. Like
Right.
it's just all weird.
It's like
It is also weird that he's signing with like a meatless company and then he's gonna go like shove fucking 75 dogs down his mouth. Like
right, but whoever's gonna give you the money, take the money. But
I'm with you.
It's like
Is Impossible gonna have an Impossible dog eating contest?
maybe.
I feel like your insides would just like explode.
It's like if like Drake May, for example. Let's say Drake May signs an endorsement deal with Adidas.
Right.
But the NFL is Nike. So the
Right.
NFL bans him for having a deal with Adidas.
That's what I was trying to do like the same thing in my head when you were doing that. And, like it still just doesn't make sense.
Right.
Like
Jason Tatum is signed with Jordan.
right.
But the NBA is Nike.
Right.
So like he can't be here.
Just weird.
Even though Jordan and Nike is the same thing, but you get it.
Right. Like
This is a Jordan.
I know. That's why I keep noticing that's like a Jordan
Swaggy
thing. But it's also just like let him compete. Like don't be fucking weird. You're literally a hot dog company. Like
Right.
don't be weird.
Right.
Just like have fun.
Right.
Like you're taking it too serious.
He's also the best that's ever done it.
Right. So like you're banning the GOAT from doing it. Like it's gonna reflect on you.
Right.
Like freak.
And I bet like the attendance and everything is gonna just go down. The popularity is gonna go down.
Right. Like people come to see him.
Exactly.
Like just weird.
Speaking of goats, the highest selling Michael Jordan card, or the most expensive Michael Jordan card, was sold for $2.9 million.
Do they still make those?
Yes. Like trading cards have like made a resurgence.
Where do you like get them?
You can get them online. You can get them at like collectible shops.
But like, what do they
the
sell?
rare-
like,
sorry?
like now you could go get one of like every player. They make a card for every player.
Pretty much, yeah. It's like if you are part of the Players Association,
Yeah.
you'll have a card of some sort.
Interesting.
One of the biggest regrets ever is when we moved, I just got rid of all my trading cards.
It seems like something's going on with all this Ed Hardy, the trading cards.
Yeah.
Like.
We're not going to get into it, okay? But I was forced to get rid of all my shit.
Oh my God. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it hurt your feelings
No.
at all. That was probably worth a lot of money.
There was definitely some valuable cards in there. I had Michael Jordan cards. I had Wayne Gretzky cards.
Why
I had Tom.
would you get rid of those though?
I didn't have the time to go through them, and I didn't have the option of keeping them.
I don't mean to laugh at your
We're
pain.
striking a chord, okay?
I don't mean to laugh at your pain. I don't mean
Moving
to laugh at
on.
your pain. I'm sorry.
Darren Waller, remember the dude that we were talking about? He rated that rap song with Kelsey Plum?
Yeah.
He retired.
Oh my God, this guy is chaotic. He's coming back though, right?
No,
he's
he's
gonna
pursuing a full-time career in rap.
No, shut the fuck up. No, he's not.
Dead ass.
He's pursuing his like rap
Yeah,
career.
but be nice to him, please, because honestly, I don't know if something's going on with him.
Wait, you think that he's like really unwell? Like
I
this
think he might
divorce
be-
is like really getting to
I
him?
think just in general, yeah,
Why are you saying be nice to him like that?
because
I don't
he's
know
a
him.
good dude, good guy, local guy.
He doesn't seem like a good guy, local guy when he was cheating on his ex-wife.
Yeah, you're right.
Thank you. He put himself in that situation. I'm supposed to feel bad for him?
You're right.
I don't think so.
You're right. Talk to Christian. Ask Christian about him when you see Christian.
Why?
Because
Is he a Darren Waller stan?
no, he hates him.
Yeah, as he should
Because
because he's a cheater.
Because the Giants traded for him last year and gave up like a valuable draft pick for
And
him.
now he's going on his rap career.
He played one game.
Stop.
Played one game for them.
Yeah, so how would you feel if that was you?
I hate him.
Yeah, so.
Real Madrid 2 weekends ago won the European Champions League.
Go
Good for them.
Real.
And then the rich get richer because they officially signed Kylian Mbappe to a contract. Billy McFarland, remember him, the Firefest dude? You saw him at
Yeah, he
his
lives
apartment.
at 1 Manhattan West.
He entered a karate combat influencer fight club thing, and he knocked out some YouTuber in a TKO. So apparently now he knows karate.
He's doing like Firefest too, or something like that. Like, he's like literally trying to like bring it back. Like, who the fuck would trust this guy? I'm so confused.
How's he making so much money still? Like,
I don't
who's
know.
doing business with this clown?
He's a scam artist.
Right.
He's a scammer. It's like Louis from freaking Real Housewives of New Jersey. Teresa, he's a scammo. Scammeroonie. He scams it out. Scam artists just like know how to make money like that.
Yeah,
but like
they do.
they're literally scamming people. Like, you can go to jail. Like, Billy McFarland went to jail.
Right.
Like, you go to jail for being like that.
Right.
Like, it's something.
But they come out of jail after losing everything.
with street cred and a fade, like you said, Scotty Scheffler.
But like being just as rich. How did you make all the money back so fast?
Scams, more scams. That's how. Don't look up to these people. They're scam artists.
I just need some cash.
Yeah. So
Then finally, the Cricket World Cup's been going on in New York. Do you know that?
I didn't. The only thing I know about cricket is one time one Uber driver once was driving and I had to sit there, and I remember being on the FDR for 45 minutes stuck in traffic while this guy described cricket to me. I literally was like, oh my God, because he was from some random place where cricket's like a huge thing and how he's so good at it and like how his family's famous and the whole thing. I don't give a rat's ass. The only cricket I know is the one that makes the sound. I was like, please, Lord, I'll jump off the bridge. I'll jump. I couldn't do it. I literally physically remember being in that car, scarred from that Uber driver.
Well, I guess one of the biggest clubs, like one of the biggest countries, most powerful countries in cricket, one of the best teams.
Yeah, just tell me what it
is
is.
Pakistan.
That's where he was from, Pakistan.
And the United States beat Pakistan in the World Cup.
Oh, no.
They say, I don't know, but the people are saying, honestly, and I'm not just saying this, people are saying that it's like the biggest upset in sports history.
No, like, I'm telling you, like, this guy took it serious.
The
Like,
best-
if I know that, like, he took it serious.
All the players for USA have full-time jobs. Like the best player is like an engineer at Oracle.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. It's the biggest upset in sports history.
Right.
I mean, I'm sure that people are upset, but like in history, the people are saying, the Uber driver saying, someone check up on my man.
Things to watch. Okay, we have the NBA Finals. Okay, Game 4 Friday. Not Saturday, but Friday.
Friday.
We're not even going to worry about Game 5 because we probably most likely won't even need it. We're getting the brooms out. We're sweeping them up. We're taking Kyrie's tears and just sweeping them. We're taking Luka Doncic's dreams and sweeping them.
Taking the Dallas Mavericks and sweeping them.
That's it. Next up, we have the NHL Finals. We actually have Game 3 going on right now in Edmonton. At the start of this game, Florida was up 2-0. So we'll see what's going on. We'll see. So that's still going on. The U.S. Open, as we talked about, will be going on throughout the weekend at Pinehurst number 2. We gave you a lowdown on what's going on. We gave you a lowdown on what's happening. Okay, so when you're watching it and you see these balls roll off the greens and every which way, now you know. Now you're informed. Next up, we have the European Championship. That's why I'm wearing this sweet New Jersey I got.
I love it.
Portugal. So the European Championship is all the teams in Europe battling it out in a soccer tournament for their nations.
The rise of nations.
That's it.
They're having it like during the Olympics too, which is crazy.
Yes. It'll probably be done. It'll be done before the Olympics.
So like, what teams compete in it that aren't in the Olympics? Like, what's the difference?
So the Olympic soccer is just very interesting because they can only have a certain amount of players over 21, over the age of 21.
What?
Yeah.
So how old does everyone have to be?
Under less than 21, you can have only
That's
have like
weird.
3 people.
I never knew that.
Yeah, it's weird.
So they like want like the youth?
Yeah, because like originally it was meant for amateurs.
The Olympics?
Yeah, so certain sports they keep that tradition.
The Olympics was meant for amateurs? Wasn't it like the Greek gods made the Olympics?
But like as professional sports became a thing.
Who told you this information?
I studied it in school.
Oh. I don't know. I feel like a little bit of this is false, but whatever. I'll go on with it just like your side with Darren Waller.
But in the Euros, the two favorites in the tournament are England and France. They're both plus 350. Germany is the third favorite at plus 550, and you can still get some very good value with the GOAT, with Ronaldo, with CR7 at plus 700.
Oh,
You bet $10, you get back 70.
that's awesome.
You bet $100, you get back 700.
Wow.
It's a no-brainer. Money back, not guaranteed.
Yeah,
But join the bandwagon. Hop on the bandwagon. We're welcoming everyone on the bandwagon. Let's go Portugal.
All right, amazing.
Very similar. We have a very similar tournament going on this side of the pond.
Okay.
Taking place in our very own country.
There's a lot happening.
Yes, we have Copa America going on. It's going to be starting this upcoming week. So it's all the teams in the Americas, from South America all the way on up through Canada.
Is this normal? Does this always happen? I've never heard of this.
Yes, so it happens every 4 years.
Oh, that's probably why.
So in 2 years will be the World Cup. 2 years after that will be the Euros and the continental tournaments.
Okay. Intercontinental.
Exactly.
Okay.
So Argentina is the favorite in Copa America, plus 175. Brazil's plus 225. Uruguay's plus 500. United States is plus 1,200. Like I said earlier, Brazil, they struggled against the United States. I don't know what to expect. They do have Endrick. Okay, so maybe he'll be the difference maker, but the team needs to figure something out. Brazil's always been known for their flair, but also their their defensive structure and just being difficult to score against. And boy, was the United States just cutting right through them. So they have plenty of things to figure out, but I still cannot be more excited to watch them as well.
Me too.
Another bandwagon you can hop on, or no one will be mad if you hop on the United States bandwagon as well.
Amazing.
I always feel like a slut when it comes to international soccer because I genuinely have 3 teams.
You feel like a slut?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a slut. You
Yeah.
nasty slut. Oh, yeah. Okay, do not. Yeah. You're a soccer slut.
Give me 1 goal, I'ma open my legs.
No.
Give me 2 goals, I'ma.
And with that, we're gonna close out episode 8.
Well, one more.
Oh, okay. I'm so sorry. There's 1,000 things to watch this weekend. These people are gonna be glued to their TV. Their eyes are gonna be burning.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Go for it.
The U.S. Olympic trials. So you want to see who's going to be on the United States Olympic team for track and field, gymnastics.
Snooze.
What?
When have you watched the trials?
It happens once every 4 years.
You watch the trials?
Yes.
What do I watch? The gymnastics? I only watch when it's
Track
a
and
real
field?
deal. I think I only watch real deal.
You ever watch Cool Runnings?
We've watched it together.
Yeah, but you remember the Jamaican trials where they all fall and they trip each other so they don't make it to the Olympics? And so that's why they have to start the bobsled team?
Yeah. We'll watch the Olympic trials together. I'm so sorry.
We're not going to be together this weekend.
Okay, just relax, all right? That's what I'm saying, and I didn't think that you would catch on so quick, okay?
Just like I thought you weren't going to catch on with CeeDee Lamb.
Well, then maybe you can close out the episode this time around.
More than happy to close out the episode this time around. First of all, thank you for your patience with me.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And thank you for your patience with us, with these new mics, with the sound, with our chaos, with our spacious thinking. We appreciate you. If you haven't listened to episode 87, do yourself a favor and go back and listen. Okay, it was a tremendous conversation we had with Karin Kildow. She was a GOAT. Look forward to having her on sometime soon. Looking forward to having more guests on as we grow this puppy. And
thank you, everyone, for sharing it.
And yes, share, like, subscribe, unsubscribe, resubscribe, share the post, share the videos. You like a part of the show, you think, hey, let's make a clip of that. We think people will like that. Let us know. We'll clip it up, send it out. And
we're growing this together.
We are Zac Efron and Vanessa Hudgens.
Yeah.
We're all in this together. And
I vote to be Sharpay.
How sick is this? Before we sign off, how sick is this jersey?
Yeah, I love that jersey. But thank you guys, everyone. You are the best ever. Bubba, the best to do it. You're the goat in the game. Goat in the game.
Just a couple of goats wearing goats.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you so much for listening to another episode of your favorite sports drama podcast, The Double Dose, the drama of sports. Don't forget to rate and subscribe to our podcast wherever you watch and listen, and give us a follow on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at Double Dose Pod. Thank you.